Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ifoma. So today we are going to be recreating this pant you're seeing in the video. This is the one we made and the one in the video is the one we recreated. So if this looks like what you're interested in, definitely keep on watching and please make sure you subscribe and like the video. Let's dive into the video. So to begin, I have my fabric on fold here, and to get your fold, your fabric fold, just go ahead and divide your thigh measurement by 2. Alright, so these are all the measurements you're going to be needing. Your waist measurement, your round waist circumference, your round hip circumference, your thigh measurement, the knee, your round knee measurement, and then your waist to knee. Okay, you're also going to be needing your waist to knee measurement. Okay, and I also forgot to put the length of the trouser, okay, the length of the pant. All right, so like I said, to get your fold, your fabric fold, divide your thigh measurement by 2 and then add 1 inch to it. Okay, so this is what I have. I had to cut this out so the fabric do not cover the whole table. All right, that is why I had to cut it out. Now what I have here is my thigh measurement divided by 2 plus 1. Right, so my thigh measurement, as you already saw, is 24 inches. I divided it by 2, which is going to give us 12 inches, and I added 1 inch to it, which is going to give us 13 inches. This is what we have as our thigh. But if you want the palazzo of your pant to be very big, that means you're going to add about 4 or 5 inches to what you already have here, so that when you get to the palazzo part, it's going to expand a bit more. But I want my palazzo to be on the moderate level. That is why I'm going to be using what we have here for the palazzo side as well. All right, so the first thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to take our crotch measurement. For this measurement I'm working with, our crotch is 9 inches. Okay, so I'm going to take 9 inches from the waist here to the crotch. Now this is going to be our crotch line, 9 inches. Okay, so from that crotch line we are going to come up by 2 inches, which is going to be our hip line. Okay, so on the crotch line here, I'm going to divide my thigh measurement by 2, as I already say, and I'm going to add 1 inch to it, which is here. All right, so this is our crotch line. Then on our hip line, I'm going to divide my hip measurement by 4, as you already know. So whatever your result is, you're going to add 1 into it. For instance, you're using a hip of 40 inches divided by 4 is going to give you 10 inches. Then you're going to add 1 inch to it, and whatever you have is what you're going to mark on your hip line. So place your hip measurement divided by 4 on the hip line. All right, and then you're going to add 1 inch to it as well. Okay, so on that point, on that line, just extend whatever you have there to the waist. Okay, from that your hip measurement, extend it to the waist, and then from that point in the waistline, go take your measurement towards the outseam of the pant for your waist. Okay, so you're also going to divide your waist measurement by 4. Remember, we are only dividing our hip and our waist measurement by 4. From the crotch down, we are going to be dividing by 2. All right, so for your waist, also go ahead and divide by 4. Whatever you have, add 1 inch to it as well. Okay, that 1 inch is just the allowance, the sewing allowance. Okay, so when you've gotten this, go ahead and connect what you have on your waist with a curve. Go ahead and connect it to your crotch line, like you see me doing. Okay, so on your waist, you know our waist is not just straight on the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down by 0.5 inches only on the crotch line. Then I'm going to connect it to the waist. Okay, so we have a little bit of slant on our center front. All right, so having achieved this, the next thing I'm going to do is to take measurement, my waist to knee measurement, which is 25 inches. Okay, so for the palazzo we are making, we are going to minus 1 inch from that 25 inches. That means we are going to come up from our waistline, from our knee line, by 1 inch. Okay, so instead of measuring 25 inches, we are going to end up measuring 24 inches. All right, so this is our knee line now. Okay, So the next thing I'm going to do is to get the midpoint of this pants. To get your midpoint, simply measure whatever you have here, divide it by 2. Okay, and then you mark that measurement. Do the exact same thing here. Whatever you have on your thigh line, divide it by 2. Then you mark the measurements and connect with your straight rule. All right, so having done that, the next thing we are going to do is to divide our knee measurement by 2. Okay, remember the round knee we have here is 16 inches. You are going to divide 16 inches by 2. Okay, so 16 inches divided by 2 is going to give us 8 inches. All right, so in that 8 inches, we are going to place it like this, making sure we are giving half of that 8 inches to one part of to the right and to the left of the line. Remember that this is the midpoint of our pant, so you give 4 inches to the side going to the inseam, and the remaining 4 inches of that 8 inches to the side going to the outseam. Okay, and you are going to add 0.25 on both sides for the allowance. Okay, so having gotten this, you are going to go ahead and connect this to your crotch line. All right, now this is what we have. The next thing we are going to do now is to, from here, open this up. Okay, just connect this like this towards the hem of the pant. All right, for that, before you do that, you have already gotten the length of your pant, and the length of the pant I'm working with here is 42 inches. You are also going to add your folding allowance to it of maybe 1 inch or 2 inches, depending on how bold you want your folding to be. Okay, so after that, just go ahead and use your straight rule to connect whatever you have here to the hem of your pants in a slighted manner. Okay, so like I said before, if you want your palazzo to be very wide, you can go ahead and add more allowance to your fabric, so that when you are joining it towards your palazzo side, you are going to expand it even more to make the palazzo even more full. Okay, so having gotten this, the next thing we are going to do is to go ahead and curve our crotch. Okay, so whatever you're doing, curve your crotch from here and make sure it touches here. All right, okay, so this is how to curve your crotch. All right, so for the back, what I did was to cut out another piece of fabric folded into 2 that is both bolder and longer than the one we have before. Okay, so this is the front, as we already know, and if you take a closer look, you're going to see that the back is bolder, while on fold, of course, is bolder and longer than the front. All right, so when you've done this, you're going to make sure you have 1 inch on both sides of this pant. Okay, have 1 inch, like the back is going to be longer than the front by 1 inch on both sides, and then by at least 1.5 inches on the top, necessarily only on the crotch line. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead to do is to measure 1.5 inches on the top here. You know, our back is going to be longer than the front on the crotch line by 1.5 inches. Okay, and on the crotch line here, the depth, the crotch depth, we are going to have 1 inch till we get to the end of the crotch, and then we are going to add 1 inch on the side, on the both side, from the waist down to the hem. Okay, so when we've gotten this, what we are simply going to do is to connect this line back to the waistline. Okay, because of course on the shaping side we are going to have it equal, so that when we are shaping, one is not going to be longer than the other. All right, so when we've gotten this, we are simply going to go ahead and connect everything. All right, so add 1 inch from the up to the down to the hem of your pants on both sides. All right, so I went ahead to add the whole 1 inch. Now this is what we have, and this is what we are going to go ahead and cut out. So this is what we have when we are done cutting out. Right, so we are done with the cutting. The next thing I'm going to do is to place the back aside. Then I'm going to cut out the pocket for the front. Okay, so we are going to be using the cut out pocket method. I already have it on my channel, so I'm going to link it down in the description box, because I'm not going to be showing how to sew the pocket in this particular video. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the pocket, then fix it. Then the next, I'm going to show us how to cut out the gather at the side of the pant. So for the gather at the side, this is what I have. I just cut out this piece of fabrics. Okay, for this one, as you can see, I wanted to use it to explain how you can get your own. So I'm going to be joining this one to be one long, I'm going to be joining these two to be one long gather. Then I'm going to fold them out. Okay, that is if you want it to be single. But if you want it to be folded into two like this one, what you just need to do is, as it is like this now, just turn the up and the down. Okay, and then you turn it to the right side, then you gather it and place it. Okay, this way both the front and the back is going to have one color, especially when you're working with this kind of fabric that has transparent wrong side. Okay, but I just do not want to fold mine into two, so I'm just going to join this one to give me one long fabric. Then I'm going to fold the mouth, and then I'm going to gather it and place it to my fabric. So having said that, I'm going to also divide this one into two, because one is going to be for one side of the pant and the other is going to be for the other side. All right, so if I divide it into two, I'm going to go ahead and fold the mouth to give us a neat finishing. Then I'm going to show us how to attach it on our pants. So this is what we have after we are done fixing the pocket. I also went ahead to join the front. Like I said before, I have a video of this pocket, just a video dedicated to how to fix this quartered pocket. I'm going to link it down in the description box below. All right, so this is the back part. I also went ahead to join the back. Okay, so this is what we have. Now the next thing we are going to go ahead to do now is to fix our gather. All right, remember this fabric that we are going to use for the gather. I went ahead to fold the mouth just like I told us to, and then the up so that it becomes neat. Okay, I also went ahead to sew a loose stitch for the gather on one end of it. So what I'm going to go ahead to do now is to draw the gather to my desired fullness. Okay, this is not supposed to be very full, but if you still want yours to be very full, then go ahead to make it full. Okay, just make it as full as you want. Okay, so when you are done, the next thing you want to do is to fix this on your pants. All right, so you are going to fix it this way. This is the back, right? You are going to fix it the right side of this facing the back if you are making yours with a single piece like this. But if you are folding yours into two, it wouldn't matter the side that faces any side. Okay, so why you are going to make it like this is just so that after sewing, this front is the one that is going to be showing at the front. So while you are sewing it, you're going to make the wrong side facing the right side of the pants. Sorry, this is the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so that when you attach the front, when you shape it and attach the front, this is going to be showing from the front. Okay, this part is going to be showing from the front. So when you are fixing this, make sure you are fixing it the wrong side facing the right side of the back, the way you see me arrange it. Okay, that is after you are done drawing the gather to your desired fullness. All right, so I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now, draw this gather, and I'm going to attach this. I'm going to attach the gather till I get to the hem of the pants. All right, you are going to start 0.5 inches below the waist. Remember, we are still going to attach our band, and then when we get here, whatever inches you added for the folding allowance, you are going to stop 0.5 inches below that. Or better still, first fold your fabric, then you just attach this to the end. Okay, so I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now and do that, and when we are done, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is what we have here. After we are done joining, this is what we have. Like I said, join till you get to the down part. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and place the front and shape using 1 inch, okay, or more if you added more allowance. All right, so I'm going to shape till I get to the down, and then I'm also going to shape the inseam. Okay, I'm just going to make everything ready. So when shaping, you're going to determine whether you want your zip to be in the right or the left. But normally I always place my zip in the left, so I'm going to leave the space for the zipper allowance, then shape, and then also shape the inseam. All right, so when I'm done shaping, I'm going to fix my band before I fix the zipper. All right, unless if you don't want the zip to pass the band, okay, then you can first of all fix your zip before you fix your band. But for this style, I'm going to be fixing my band before the zip, so I'm just going to go ahead to shape first, then show us the. So this is what we have after we are done. Remember I said I'm going to leave the zipper allowance. Okay, this is small. I'm still going to cut it, open it down for the zip. All right, so the next thing I went ahead to do is to cut out the band. Now this depends on how many inches band you want. I'm going to be fixing 2.5 inches band, so I cut out. I'm going to be using 2 inches band, so I cut out 2.5 inches on fold. Okay, so I'm just going to fix this all the way around, then fix my zipper. But if you want yours to be 1.5 inches band or 3 inches, depending on how bold you want your band to be, make sure you also add 0.5 inches for the fixing, that is for the allowance to attach it to the waist. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead now and fix this band. When I'm done fixing the band all the way around, I'm also going to fix my zipper, and I'll show us the final look of this pant. So this is what it looks like. This is the final look of the pant. All right, this is what this pant looks like. This pant is really beautiful, and you're going to see it again on our model. I'm sure you've already seen that at the beginning. Yeah, so again, this is what it looks like on our model. So thank you very much for watching this far. If you have not subscribed, forget to subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button and join the family. And if you have any requests, maybe you have any style you want us to recreate, you can drop it in the comment section. You can also drop your comment. Please like the video, please share the video, and that is the support you're giving us to keep the community growing. Okay, so thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. All right, bye bye.